Over the years, the welfare of women and children has occupied a front burner because empowering women and children economically and being responsive to their overall well-being is key to overall development. Despite this priority attention, women and children remain significant proportions of the vulnerable in our society. In Africa, as in other parts of the world, a huge social and economic gap exists between the female folk and their male counterparts. The Future Assured project, initiated by the wife of the President, Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Buhari, has taken up the challenge of championing the economic empowerment of women and youths across the country. In Kwara State, the wife of the governor has also been promoting the welfare of women, children and families through her Lear Foundation. This shared interest in the people's welfare was manifest recently at the graduation of the Future Assured Skill Acquisition for Women and Youths in Kwara State, presided over by Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Buhari.
Yes!
On arrival at Ilorin, Hajia Buhari's first port of call was the palace of the Emir of Ilorin, His Royal Highness Alhaji Ibrahim Sulu Gambari, to intimate him of the project and also express appreciation for the Emir's support for President Muhammadu Buhari's administration.
I'm here to graduate about 1,000 women and youths that we have trained on different skills, and we picked them from different local governments and different groups. So I'm here to graduate the 1,000 trainees, Your Royal Highness. Thank you very much, and I thank the Kwara women. God bless you all.
The Emir of Ilorin commended the good work she is doing to complement the efforts of the President in seeing that more Nigerians experience better quality of living.
You receive your hand as a mark of grace and honor for this great blessing palace of the Lord and the people of Kwara. Madam, when you were here last time, I told you that Ilorin is the second home of the President. That you are number 2 to the head of state, Buhari, General Buhari. That was it here. You are now number 3 again. This is more than coincidence. This is just not a child play. This is not what you can write down and plan. You are now number 3 to the same man whom you are number 2 when he was in the military. Is now having the consensus of the people of the whole country. This country is very proud of the whole country. We are very proud.
From the Emir's palace, Hajia Buhari proceeded to the Kwara State Government House, which was the venue of the graduation event, which was attended by the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Omolewa Ahmed, and wife of the Senate President, Mrs. Toyin Saraki, as well as government functionaries from across the state. The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Hajia Ayinke Saka, lauded the initiative of Hajia Buhari aimed at alleviating poverty in the society and advised the beneficiaries to make judicious use of the empowerment skills, as it would go a long way in solving the problem of unemployment among youths and women in the state. In her goodwill message, the wife of the Senate President, Barrister Toyin Saraki, commended Hajia Buhari for empowering over 1,000 youths in the state pointing out that the program would serve them the purpose to be self-reliant and productive in the state.
Her Excellency Mrs. Buhari told me that she is not interested in building monuments, that she wants to build people. And I never thought that it would take only 2 years for me to be a living witness to her dreams coming true in being able to build the lives of people. So I want to give thanks to Almighty Allah that has brought us here today, that has seen not even just 1,100 of our youths and our women in Kwara State from every part of the state. No part of the state has been left out. You have been trained, you have graduated, you are being given empowerment and soft loans to start off your businesses. And my prayer for you is that as you have been grown through the efforts of Mrs. Buhari and Future Assured, that you will also grow other people so that this is not a one-time program, so that we can continue to come back year after year to grow our dear nation.
For the wife of the governor, Mrs. Omolewa Ahmed, vocational skills stand to be the main sustainable means to tackle the social burden of mass employment, and as a result, she intimated that her office had equally supported the best 225 participants. She also gave an insight into the robust training that the participants received.
It is my one pleasure that today's event is taking place as it marks the beginning of the transformation of the lives of the participants, having undergone training in various vocational skills such as tie and dye, pastries, makeup, bead and jewelry making, shoe and bag making, electrical works training, cake baking, liquid soap making, vegetable farming, plumbing and fashion designing. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that the Skill Acquisition Empowerment Program was flagged off in Kwara on the 8th of October 2017 with 1,100 participants. In my address then, I said one of the cardinal programs of the administration of President Muhammad Buhari is to provide jobs for the teeming unemployed populace, especially the youths and the women folk. This desire had been supported in no small measure by the Future Assured initiative of Her Excellency, the wife of the President of Nigeria, which is transforming the lives of our youths and women folk who form the greater percentage of the unemployed in our nation. Acquisition of vocational skills at the moment stands to be the main sustainable means to tackle the social burden of mass employment. Your Excellency, ma'am, it may interest you to know that the participants demonstrated a lot of zeal and commitment to the exercise, so much that we had to increase the number to 225 out of the 1,100. The selection process for these outstanding participants was very transparent and straightforward. They were rated based on attendance, enthusiasm, and classwork, and they were graded by their instructors without any input or influence from my office. After the selection, they had an intensive training workshop, which was anchored by the African Community Bridge Foundation in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Office of the Wife of the Governor, to put the graduates through training on how to market their products, create, articulate business model, entrepreneurship development, and how best to access funds for the development and the sustenance of their various businesses. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, today's ceremony marks a new pedestal in the lives of the graduates, as they will soon not only be self-employed when they bring the acquired experiences during the training to bear, they will equally become employers of labor, thus significantly helping reducing the unemployment in our country. I therefore admonish all the successful participants to be serious and steadfast in their respective business endeavors so as to become shining examples to others. I want to once again appreciate Your Excellency, the Mother of the Nation, on behalf of the women and the youth of Kwara State, for the kind consideration of our state as one of the benefiting states of this laudable program.
The wife of the president used the occasion to reaffirm her commitment to supporting women and children towards actualizing economic self-reliance. She congratulated beneficiaries and also charged them to use the opportunity to establish their businesses and take care of themselves and their children.
I'm here today on special visit to Ilorin for the closing ceremony of the 1,100 beneficiaries who received training under my Future Assured program. These batches of beneficiaries were trained in various economic activities in line with the mandate of my program, whose main focus has been on empowerment of women and other less privileged towards the realization of economic self-reliance. Since the inception of this administration, we have successfully conducted this empowerment program where the beneficiaries graduated with certificates in many states, while others are still ongoing. One thing we have taken away from our experiences so far is that women and youths are always eager and interested to acquire these skills. The program is intended to complement government efforts in uplifting the living standard of this segment of the population. In this case, I will continue to reaffirm my commitments towards the achievements of this overall national goal. I wish to therefore congratulate the 1,100 women and youths that are graduating today. It is hope that this opportunity will enable you to establish your business and take care of your children, train and guide them to take control of their lives.
Hajia Buhari expressed appreciation to the Kwara State Governor, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, for providing support for the project and beneficiaries, as well as the wife of the governor, Mrs. Omolewa Ahmed.
I want to use this opportunity to express my profound appreciation to the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, who has shown a very good example by giving 2 hectares of land to those that have already trained on a vegetables farming. This is a clear example that we are getting support from the governors of some states that we have started the training. So far, this is the most magnificent help and support that we have gotten by giving 2 hectares of land to the beneficiaries. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And also a special thanks goes to his dear wife, who stood in as a mother of Kwarans. A special thanks also goes to her by working so hard to make sure that the SME Directorate is fully involved in our activities, especially by choosing 225 trainees that have done so well during the training. They had an outstanding performance in which it encourages the SME to put them in line of those that are getting the financial support. Long live Kwara, long live Nigeria.
Governor Ahmed acknowledged the good works of the wife of the president, saying that it will contribute immensely to the development of the country. He also made a donation of 2 hectares of farmland to those into agriculture among the beneficiaries.
This initiative connects with our commitment to human capital development through functional education, entrepreneurship, and access to affordable health care as a pathway out of poverty and sustainable livelihood. It is indeed a great pleasure for me, therefore, to be at this auspicious occasion of the graduation ceremony of the Future Assured Vocational Skills Trainings. This intervention could not come at a better time than when emphasis is being laid across the country on the need for self-reliance and sustenance through the acquisition of vocational skills and relevant education. Indeed, vocational skill acquisition contributes immensely to building a virile economy given the importance of entrepreneurship and the informal sector to the economic development. These skills also provide a reliable antidote to the malaise of youth unemployment and poverty. To that extent, I see these graduates gathered here today as potential drivers of our economy. Increasingly, it is becoming obvious that neither nor the private sector nor government can conveniently absorb our youths. We therefore need to encourage more initiatives such as this that empowers our youth and women with skills, education, and funds necessary for their economic empowerment. Once again, I congratulate the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the founder and initiator of the Future Assured program, Hajia Aisha Buhari, for deeming it fit to not only empower these women and youths, but also for putting them on the path to self-sustenance. Based on our shared commitment to providing quality skills training, our government has established the International Vocational, Technical and Entrepreneurship College, Ajasheku, to create a new pool of technically savvy graduates. These graduates will be certified by City and Guilds of London to be employable locally, nationally, and internationally. We are therefore happy to sponsor Ivy Tech training for those among today's graduates with the requisite qualification and ambition to upgrade the skills gained under this scheme. This will expose these beneficiaries and other students of Ivy Tech to international standard training and provide them access to the 500 million in affordable small and medium enterprise funds that we have been able to set aside for graduates of the college by our government. As I share in the joy of your graduation, let me urge you to always strive to be the best in your vocation. Most importantly, you must be prudent in the management of resources that will be made available to you.
As part of the event, certificates were presented to the graduating beneficiaries. Some of the participants shared their experiences and how the program will make a difference in their lives looking forward.
The Future Assured program is actually for the youth, and it's just to make sure that our future is assured, really. But so far, from what we have learned so far, personally, I can boldly say it's the best program so far that we have received in the state.
I have gained a lot in the training because I have passion for cakes, but I couldn't have the finances to establish on my own. But thanks to the Excellency Hajia Aisha Buhari through Witness Omolewa for giving us the opportunity to learn. So I'm very impressed because I have known the basis and the basic of cakes. I can start on my own. In fact, I have even started on my own, and it is putting food on my table.
We learned different variants of bags, how to make bags, how to make souvenir purses, how to make fashion bag, also different types of bags, in short, 4 different types. Out of the bags that we made was this. And I don't have an idea of how to make bag before, but during the process we are given materials, we are given measuring items, and the measurements we are going to use for each of the bag made. We went through the training, and it was actually innovative. They didn't collect any money from us. A dime was not collected. All the materials were given free. All from the thread till the fabrics used, and we're given free lunch. Throughout the training, free lunch was given to every one of us.
I feel happy because this is one of the things first experience I have in my life, but I'm feel happy. At Kwara, the PECT training, the trainings of how they can make donuts, egg rolls, and other things like that. They can assist me because during the course of the training, at least my trainer tell us a lot of things about that. At least even my training, if I can have only a token of a month and I can be exercised by myself, I think it could be okay. And I believe the kind of the training that can make somebody be self-employed by himself.
The graduation is great. As you can see, there are people here. We are feeling excited to witness this future assured empowerment, and we are feeling excited and great. I partake in liquid soap, which was very, very important to me. I've learned a lot. From there, I've learned how to make liquid soap. I learned how to make jig, detour, and other things, which I can be able to use in the future to make sales out of it, and to be able to make development in the future and to make something great for myself as well.
Actually, it's a wonderful thing because I've learned how to bake. I can design. Even though I have not got my equipment yet, but thank God for my boss, Eltis Cake. She has been allowing me to bake to get some cash into my account. I really want to thank Her Excellency Ajia Aishat Mohammed Buhari for the support, for empowering us. We say thank you. I say thank you personally.
With beneficiaries chosen from various groups of youths and women that include widows and other disadvantaged groups, Kwara State Government, under the leadership of Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, is committed to empowering all sections of Kwarans to engender a state that is economically viable and empowered.
Kwara State, it's good here.